There has been lots of talk on the streets that Disney doesn't make the pop stars like they used to anymore.
Of course, we have Selena Gomez, who is one of the biggest successful names out there, as well as Miley, Zendaya, Britney, Christina, Hillary, Vanessa. We can throw Demi in there as well, why not? Without the inclusion of Chloe X Haley, there hasn't been a big pop girl to crack the pop stardom in a while. Until now. Olivia Rodrigo Driver License currently charting at #1 in 40 countries on Apple Music. Driver License by Olivia Rodrigo is now projected to break the record for most on-demand audio streams in a week for a female artist in United States history, surpassing WAP. Driver License breaks Driver License's own record for the biggest single day streams for a non-holiday song in global Spotify chart history. So, we did it, Joe. We have an Asian American pop girl who's about to slay the world, go on billion worldwide sold out tours, sell a bunch of merch, headline her own Roblox concerts. Or do we?
I'm Ivan B, and we're gonna dissect everything that's going on in showbiz.
And to know more about this song, we need to go far back. Way back. Olivia Rodrigo was born on February 20, 2003 in Temecula, California. She's of Filipino descent on her father's side and German and Irish on her mother's side. She is an only child and started in singing around age 4, as well as began acting in theater productions and moved to Los Angeles at a really young age. She was cast in the Disney Channel series Bizarre Bug, where she played for 3 seasons. Later she was cast in starring role in Disney Plus series High School Musical, The Musical. This series not to be confused with High School Musical, High School Musical 2, High School Musical 3 Senior Year, High School Musical Desafío, High School Musical Desafío, and High School Musical China College Dreams. You get the point. Rodrigo wrote All I Want and co-wrote Just for a Moment with co-star Joshua Bassett for his show soundtrack. We're gonna go back to Joshua in a moment, but all we need to know is that All I Want was a big success that was certified gold in the United States. When at first you saw Olivia training and you felt really old to know what the kids nowadays listen to, you shouldn't feel that way, as she just signed to a record label last year. Olivia announced her debut single Driver License on viral TikTok, explaining how she got a driver license and what inspired her to write a song. The TikTok got over 23 million views as I'm doing this video. The song Driver License was released alongside a music video on YouTube and reached #1 on streaming services Spotify, Apple Music, and Amazon Music song charts. Who even listens to Amazon Music? Driver License is an atmospheric pop power ballad. Rodrigo has named Taylor Swift as her all-time idol, and Lorde is one of her biggest idols.
I don't know how those things are different and which is better, but is there like a count or something, or a point system?
There was numerous threads about how Olivia is obsessed with Taylor, and by obsessed I mean full unhinged stan. Her singing Taylor, her wearing Taylor merch, her writing about Taylor on social media, tweeting about Taylor, posting on IG stories, her singing her songs again, her praising her songwriting abilities, music videos, singing again, the whole birthday Taylor related post, her only replying to Taylor's comments, being shocked to get noticed, dancing to Taylor, singing again and again, literally putting about Taylor in her bio, her legally changing her name to Taylor Swift's baby, making TikTok about that, and there's so much more. Taylor commented on how she's proud of one of her biggest fans,
Which hopefully she didn't see all that.
It's getting weird.
But what about the song? The song itself can be reminded of Taylor's detailed storytelling in her album Fearless, like when she used to sing about love story with Romeo and Juliet, or the high school drama in You Belong With Me.
Driver License makes the intimate relationship of folklore and evermore, with high stakes of lover tying it all together in a dramatic bridge. Driver License sounds like a mashup of Taylor and Lorde's song.
The bridge reminiscent of Lorde's melodrama, especially her single Green Light. Lorde is literally in the car waiting for a green light, and Olivia is on a red light, so they're practically on the same road, huh? Driver License and Green Light are about a heartbreak and moving on. Driver License was inspired by the disoriented emotions Rodrigo felt after a recent heartbreak, seeing her pine over an ex who has moved on from her. When I came up with Driver License, I was going through a heartbreak that was so confusing to me, so multi-faced. Putting all those feelings into a song made everything seem so much simpler and clearer, and at the end of the day I think that's the whole purpose of songwriting. There's nothing like sitting at a piano in my jam while writing a really bad song. It's truly my favorite thing in the world. Greenlight, on the other hand, gives an actual personal perspective and sets the heartbreak inside of the larger narrative of recovery so that we are encouraged to relish those painful loss-based emotions. Lyrically, the song has Olivia drive through a suburban area upset and angry, pondering whether any of the subject's feelings were ever true. Olivia's vocals grow into cathartic howls of pain as the song progresses, along with increasing harmonies, and reaches its peak in rich bridge of layered vocals with catchphrase, "I still love you."
I mean, what a build-up it is, which is kind of what Lorde's Greenlight is about.
She needs a little time, but then she's positive that the future will hold brighter things for her, that she'll be free to move on to the next phase of her life, symbolizes as this green light. In the music video for Driver License, we see a vignative aesthetic that shows Rodrigo healing from heartbreak. She receives a driver license in the video, but instead of going to her old lover's house like she used to dream of, she finds herself aimlessly cruising suburban side streets. Rodrigo reminisces about moments from her brief relationship. She embraced by happy memories only, but eventually all the toxic traits of her ex-partner confront her.
This is literally Lord's entire music video.
Except for the weird Joker dance moves that was a dude who was playing piano in a bathroom. What? After that, you might say, the universe waited too long for Lorde to release a new album, so they just made another one.
No, another one?
But in Olivia's case, there is obviously a conspiracy theory.
The song's release has led people to believe that it's actually about her relationship with High School Musical, the series co-star Joshua Bassett. When Olivia announced the release of her song and a bunch of her castmates commented on their praise, about an hour later Joshua announced the release of his upcoming single, about which Olivia did not comment on.
Like, who announces their song on the same day? Seems like a douchey way to me. It's like if Eminem suddenly released an album on the same day as Rihanna. Who am I kidding? That's never gonna happen.
Olivia and Joshua, who plays love interest in High School the Musical, were rumored to be dating within the past year, but neither publicly confirmed their relationship. However, back in 2018, Olivia had previously dated Ethan Walker, one of her Bizarre Walk co-star, and the two waited 6 months before publicly announcing their relationship. Breakup rumors between Olivia and Josh first came out during summer 2020 when Olivia posted this video on TikTok where she says, "You think you can hurt my feelings? I wrote this song," as All I Want played in the background, where she also captioned the video, "And that's on failed relationships." Soon after, Olivia posted a photo on Instagram with her close friend, both wearing "Dump Him." Around the time, photos of Josh and Sabrina Carpenter on what looks like a date surfaced, sparking date rumors between two of them. The two also dressed as Shark Boy and Lava Girl for Halloween. I mean, it's 2021, are those things really relevant anymore? Fans assume there is some sort of overlap between Josh's relationship with Olivia's and his relationship with Sabrina. In Driver License, Olivia sings about a blonde girl who's much older than she is, and Sabrina, who is 21, both blonde and 4 years older than Olivia is 17. Several fans pointed out that the original version of the song Olivia lyrics were about that brunette, but were changed to that blonde, further indicating that she was writing with someone specific in mind. Olivia also sings, "Guess who didn't mean what you wrote in the song about me," and fans have speculated that Joshua Bassett 2020 songs Anyone Else is about Olivia. Joshua has said that he wrote the song in his Salt Lake City apartment, the one he lived in while shooting season 1 of High School the Musical series. He also said, "I was hopelessly falling in love with a close friend who was in a relationship with someone else, and since production of High School Musical began in early 2019, these lyrics might reference Olivia's relationship with Ethan Walker." However, it seems as if Sabrina appeared in the Anyone Else music video. Fans even noticed that the nails of the girl in the music video matched Sabrina's nails in late June, also known as the time as the video was most likely filmed. The Driver License music video also shows a short clip where someone grabs Olivia's chin. This is the same video used on Spotify's selection of All I Want, where Joshua is the one grabbing her chin. Additionally, Olivia mentioned seeing their face in the white cars. And from his YouTube channel, we know that Joshua also has a white car. And probably the most important clue of all, Olivia shared that Joshua was the person who actually taught her to drive in an In-N-Out parking lot back before she even had her permit, which might be why the song is called Driver License. Finally, Olivia's ex Ethan was brought back into the mix when some fans theorized the Driver License was about him, to which he replied, "Nope, I treated her well." He even went to praise the song in his IG and Snapchat stories. So this song is about Joshua Bassett.
But this is just a theory, a music theory, and cut.
Critics dubbed the song as sensational pop statement, emotional punch after emotional punch. The song was called Stunning and Stirring debut single, listing it amongst the best new music, the type of debut single that aspiring artists dream of. Where Olivia perfects her heartbreak's fragility and hidden emotion, some of the critics almost went to calling the song an early contender for the Song of the Year. She could likely very be a main poop girl. She's projected to hit #1 on Billboard Hot 100 with 423 points above its closest competitor. Whoa! I personally failed my driver license 3 times, but Olivia's out there hitting #1 from the first try. Good for her.
So with all that hype, what are my personal thoughts about this so-called masterpiece? It's fine. It gets better with every listen.
The build up around it goes very well and the hype holds up to its promise. I don't find the song annoying or repetitive like some angry users online categorize it, but I don't find it bad either. Possibly a much younger me, if I was 5 years or 10 years younger, I would have loved this, but wow, what a success. One of the reasons this song blew up out of proportions by the numbers we see is that there wasn't much competition to Olivia prior to Driver's License release, but now her success will be very hard to beat. Now that she peaked so high, this can either be her do or die moment or can be her call me maybe moment. It depends whether she can maintain the hype around her, and whatever the future holds for Olivia, either she is a new Alicia Cara or a future main poop girl, there is no denying that she created the first natural hit of 2020.
Let me know in the comments if you predict Olivia to be a one-hit wonder or is she here to slay and slay another day. This was IMB and thanks for watching my first YouTube video. Bye.
We love you for watching.